cabin crew are provided with complete training for A340, A310, B737, and RJ100 type aircraft. They receive comprehensive training in all of the following areas: emergency procedures, normal safety procedures, dangerous goods transportation procedures, first aid, crew resource management, aircraft security, aviation terminology, announcement and demonstration techniques, flight operations manual, cabin crew manual, super business class, and economy class catering services, passenger relationship, passenger services, duty-free sales, duties and responsibilities of the cabin crew, special passenger programs, personal care and makeup, quality assurance and definitions, flight theory and meteorology. Special classrooms are provided for hands-on training, complementing a series of lecture halls for formal classes and theoretical training with the aid of audio-visual devices. These special classrooms are for first aid training. Healthcare for passengers and first aid training are provided for trainees in full compliance with international directives and constitute an integral part of flight safety. Trainers at the Floria Flight Training Center are experts in their fields with formal training in medicine and cover all necessary aspects of healthcare for passengers, whose lives and property will be entrusted to the capable hands of a Turkish Airlines trained flight crew throughout their voyage. Following the completion of first aid training, trainees move on to another program in the B building, in-cabin services. Provided under the supervision of trainers who have many years of cabin service experience on domestic and international flights, training here is provided with the active participation of trainees. There are 2 classrooms at the Flight Training Center designed specifically for these purposes. The first is the business class classroom, where training for service procedures on Airbus A310 and A340 airplanes is offered. The second is an economy class classroom in a Boeing 737 cabin. In an ambience no different from its genuine equivalent, and with technical equipment in line with that provided on the business class sections of Airbus series airplanes, trainees learn to master every detail of in-cabin service. In the same manner, hands-on training in the economy class classroom gives trainees a thorough understanding of standard in-flight service on Boeing 737 series aircraft. However, before even making it to these emergency simulators, trainees enrolled in the Flight Training Center are instructed in formal classrooms where they receive hands-on training and observe everything themselves. Here, the key principle is that every detail must be clarified completely so that the trainees leave with full competence and confidence in their ability to deal with an emergency situation. Trainers at Turkish Airlines teach these lessons with full knowledge of the reality that each lesson here derives from past experiences. In this classroom stage of training, trainees are instructed in the following areas: transportation of explosives and chemicals, procedure and crisis management techniques after a bomb explosion warning, precautions to be observed during flight turbulence, precautions to be observed and the mode of conduct in case of fire in a kitchen, toilet, or in the cabin, mode of conduct in case of hijacking, and techniques for survival on land and in water, and how to aid victims during or after an accident. Following comprehensive instruction, trainees are taken to the emergency evacuation simulator, where they put their training into practice with live enactments of every possible occurrence on a real flight. Hopefully, they will never need to use most of this knowledge. But if they do, we can be confident that they will do the right thing in the safest and most efficient manner possible. The training that will be described here, though unpleasant, is extremely important for enhancing flight safety, especially for young employees at the beginning of their careers. A series of emergency scenarios are created by trainers at the Floria Flight Training Center in a special section at the front of a simulator. The scenarios are either known in advance or occur without notification to simulate real conditions. Specially designed computer programs are also used to measure and enhance trainees' reflexes and to teach them to take certain precautions in case of emergency. Following realistic enactments of unexpected events during flight and comprehensive training to deal with them, trainees move on to their last two emergency situation training sessions: passenger evacuation by emergency landing on land and on water.
Cabin crew, brace for impact. 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 Brace for impact.
Here, trainees are timed on the basis of their performances in standard evacuation procedures through emergency exits. The goal is to ensure the evacuation of the entire airplane within 90 seconds after emergency slides are automatically inflated, no matter what the conditions. This is because of the knowledge of the high degree of risk for passengers in remaining in a damaged fuselage that may be covered with fuel after an accident. That's for an emergency evacuation on land. Emergency landing on the water, however, is even more treacherous and demands even more rigorous training. Here, trainees are instructed to rehearse organizing themselves and passengers in the shortest time possible for evacuation, starting immediately upon the awareness of danger. In addition to the physical effort required for these drills, the training, in hands of solidarity between staff members and the possibility of personal sacrifice, is a shocking experience that trainees will never forget. The basic message is, we never want you to have to face such an event in real life. Be careful and alert in order that neither you nor those around ever have to experience such an occurrence. In aviation, there is absolutely no place for even the slightest negligence.